gifting to children during their lifetime. What is the best way to gift to your children? How do you have to gift it? Are you obliged to gift to your children according to their inheritance shares? So should you have to give double the share to a son that you give to a daughter? So the answer to that is no. During one's lifetime, the books of jurisprudence are very clear that you can give everybody equally, your sons and daughters equally. It doesn't have to be double for the sons and less for the sisters. In fact, they actually encourage that that's what you do. Yes, if you leave anything after you die, it will be لِلذَّكَرِ مِثْلُ حَظِّ الْأُنْثَيَيْنِ, as Allah says in the Quran. Brothers will get double a share of sisters. But in your lifetime, it's actually recommended in many cases to give equally. Okay, that's understandable. Now, can you give to one daughter or one son or two sons a bit more than the others? Because there's a very strict hadith about this. The Prophet ﷺ, somebody came to him and said, I want you, Ya Rasulullah, I want you to be witness that I've given this son of mine such and such an amount of money. Now, maybe the Prophet ﷺ knew that there was some issue there was some unfairness. He said, did you give all of your children this much? He said, no. So he said, then why are you making me then a witness to something that is unfair? So from this we understand that you should be fair. The reason why you have to be fair in this is because obviously they're your children and you're going to do qat'ur rahim. You're going to be cutting the ties of relationship by depriving some and giving the others. That's bad. And you don't want to do that. You should not be doing that with your relatives. So that's why you should give equally. However, if you want to give one more than the other, there are some cases in which that's allowed. Right? And a lot of people have this question. For example, one of the sons or daughters, they've been of the huge amount of service to you. They're the ones who are always helping, and the others, either don't have time or they live further away or whatever. Then for that, you are allowed to give them more. But you can't deprive the others entirely. You give everybody, but you can give this person more. In your life. Now remember, this is all about in your life. After death, right, as inheritance, they will just have the share that the Quran gives them. So if they're a sister, another one's sister, they'll get the same. If they're a brother, another brother, they'll get the same. But in your lifetime, you can actually give somebody more. Or for example, one is poorer than the others. MashaAllah, all the others, they have a house, right? And this poor one, he's struggling, tries his best, struggling. You can give them some more. Again, you give the others, you don't deprive them, but you can give them more. Another one is, for example, if one is working in some really, really useful field, very religious field, as an alim or whatever, and they don't make so much money or whatever, then again, you can give them more if you want to. And a fourth issue here within this is that can you deprive a child because they're doing something really bad in your life? So remember, after you die, even if you hate your wife or your husband or your child, you can't deprive them. You leave money, it's going to go to them, whether you like it or not. Right? As long as they're Muslim and you're Muslim, then they're going to get some. But in your lifetime, let's just say you decide that if I leave it as inheritance, then it's going to go to all of them like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute the bulk of my assets during my life. And in that, I want to deprive that particular son or daughter because they have a very, very bad attitude. Bad attitude in the sense that they're abusers, they're maybe addicted or something like that, and they're going to abuse the money in the wrong thing. In that case, you're not obliged to give them. You can just give the others. You can deprive them in that case. But again, if you're doubtful, you don't want to be accountable for it in the hereafter. So just maybe consult with an alim about this. Jazakallah khair for listening. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you. And if you're finding this useful, as they say, do that like button and subscribe button and forward it on to others. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.